This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 944, 7 Ways to Grow Your Self-Confidence Even If You Feel Like Hiding, and on the Unfairness of Life, both by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com and your very own personal narrator, Justin Malik, reading to you from some amazing blogs and books to help you optimize your life. And I have 2 posts for you today, both from Cylon George. I found him because he had guest posted on a couple of popular sites like and&nbsp. I really enjoyed those, so I got his permission to narrate his site here. And before we get to both of those posts, hiring is challenging, but there's one place you can go where hiring is simple and smart. That place is ZipRecruiter, where growing businesses connect to qualified candidates. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/old. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 7 Ways to Grow Your Self-Confidence Even If You Feel Like Hiding by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Quote, "Man stands in his own shadow and wonders why it's dark." Zen proverb. Do you struggle with feeling small or insignificant? Do you have a hard time believing or accepting the affirmations of others? When asked to speak in public, would you rather hide? What's driving your lack of self-confidence? A past professional or personal failure, genetics, or maybe you've never been encouraged to explore your own gifts. You may think that you're living out a life sentence of invisibility, but regardless of your past, you can break free and become a more confident person. Here are a few tricks that you can use immediately to grow your self-confidence. Number 1, decide to be more confident. You might think that you need to feel confident before you can act confident. But if we wait around for feelings, we'll never do anything that's good. Instead, we need to decide on what we want and then take action. Number 2, practice proper body posture. Smile, say hello, hold your body upright. Do this regardless of how you feel. Become aware of the way you hold your body. Do you tend to hunch over? Practice holding your shoulders back. This small change can make a world of difference. Number 3, affirm yourself. Examine the things you're telling yourself daily. Don't allow yourself to believe the thoughts that say, "I'm not smart enough," or "I lack creativity," or "I'm not a natural leader." You don't have to believe the negative voice in your head. You can choose to ignore it. You can choose to love yourself and say affirming things instead. Number 4, recognize your accomplishments, even small ones. If you're only able to say hello to one stranger today, celebrate it. If you successfully ignored a dark thought, celebrate that too. Do this every day for 30 days, and you'll notice a difference in your confidence. Number 5, practice self-compassion. Your insecurities are most visible to you. We tend to see ourselves in sharp relief while we give others the benefit of soft focus. No one is more aware of your faults than you are. The critical spotlight you feel you are under is often of your own making and doesn't reflect what others see in you. Chances are others will be much more forgiving of these shortcomings. Instead of negatively comparing yourself to others, give yourself space to be human. Give yourself the gift of self-compassion. Number 6, spend time with confident people. Who are the most self-confident people you know and admire? Spend time with them, observe them, ask them questions about their daily habits and routines. Make note of how they achieve mastery, how they handle success, or how they recover from failure. And make these habits your own. Number 7, know that you are not alone. No matter how insecure you feel, remember that every human being is insecure about something. We can beat long-term insecurity by lifting each other up. Reach out for help if you need it. Reach out and help someone who feels less secure than you, and you'll see your confidence slowly rise. You don't need to hide. Are you tired of hiding in your own shadow? Are you ready to start trusting yourself? Are you ready to show the world what you're capable of? Then you're ready to stop hiding. All you need to do is step out into the open. I have another article from him for you in just a sec, but first, thank you again to ZipRecruiter. Hiring is challenging, but there's one place you can go where hiring is simple, fast, and smart. A place where growing businesses connect to qualified candidates. That place is ziprecruiter.com/old. ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards. But they don't stop there. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. ZipRecruiter is so effective that 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. With results like that, it's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the highest rated hiring site in America. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/old. That's ZipRecruiter.com/OLD, ZipRecruiter.com/old. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. On the Unfairness of Life by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Quote, my happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance and in inverse proportion to my expectations. Michael J. Fox. You do all you can to live a healthy life. You exercise. You eat all the right foods. You stay away from all the things that are toxic to the body. You even take care of your mind and spirit by taking in only certain kinds of information. You go to the doctor for routine exam, and that's when you're hit with devastating news concerning your health. How could this happen? How could this happen to me? There are so many situations where these words are uttered. You studied hard for a test, but failed miserably. You gave half your life to your job, but got fired unceremoniously. You saved for retirement, but lost everything to the stock market. You changed your online passwords every month, but still got your identity stolen. You did all you could to keep your child on the straight and narrow, but they still went astray. You prayed to God for healing, but you still got sick. And as if to add insult to injury, you know people who are half the quality person you are, but who seem to have all that you want handed to them on a silver platter. You pump your fist in righteous indignation at the unfairness of it all. Life is unfair. Yes, you've heard this phrase before, maybe even agree with it. But somewhere deep within you is another script running in the background that goes something like this. If I do good things and am a good person, good things will happen to me. A few bad things might happen, but I'll be spared from the really bad stuff. Sadly, many people of faith base their relationship with God on this basic assumption: I will worship you if you keep the really bad stuff out of my life. We bargain with God. We bargain with the universe. We bargain with our institutions. We bargain with the people closest to us. We bargain with ourselves. Predictably, when the unthinkable happens, we lose faith in the thing, deity, or person we place our trust in. We become withdrawn, angry, and bitter. We may even blame ourselves for the bad thing or try to ascribe some meaning to it, because it's unbearable for us to even entertain the notion that bad things can happen for no reason at all. It can happen, not because God is bad or because you were bad, but because we live in a world where bad things can and do happen. Of course, there are many bad things that happen because people consciously choose to act in ways that harm themselves or others. But we're talking about the acts of God that have nothing to do with God. How can we deal with the unfairness of life? By coming to peace with the random aspects of our lives, by understanding that our greatest source of pain is holding on to the belief that life should be fair, by understanding that every single moment of every single day is a gift not to be squandered or wasted. Once you understand these, you'll stop imposing your bargains on a God who cannot accept the terms. You'll stop trying to manipulate people in the world to conform to your will, and the quality of your life will dramatically improve. You just listened to the post titled 7 Ways to Grow Your Self-Confidence Even If You Feel Like Hiding, and On the Unfairness of Life, both by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. And I'll keep this ending nice and short for you today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the Friday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.